Hello everyone, I'm Zishansha and welcome to Z Interactive Premium Tutorials about how to create a retro television inside Substance Designer. So now in this lesson we will create the front panel over here. We will create the speaker area and the shaft here. So all this stuff we are going to create. These sort of speakers will go here in this front area. So let's see. Let me check the opacity over here so I can see where is the guide. And what I need is that I need this as a mask. So I will use this as a mask. Opacity for the opacity for the blending node. I will pull this here. With the Alt key, I will make some curve, so I just don't want to overlap. Otherwise, what happens is that it doesn't look that nice, neat, and clean. So try not to overlap anything, so it will be clear for you. So this is what I want here, and I will put this in the foreground for now, just to see how it is going on. So actually, I will copy paste this one over here. It's because I want the curved one. Okay, and I will add this node to these. Because what I want is curved edges, curved corners instead of a square corner. So I have plugged this into the blur HQ and the levels, and now I will adjust the size of it so I can have this sort of like a panel here. So let me resize this so it will adjust there. Okay, now you can see that this is what I was looking for. And here the speakers will go. So now what I will do is that I will put this inside the opacity just to see how it looks like. And this is not giving me the result that I'm looking for. So let's do one thing here. What I will do here is that I will remove it from the opacity mask, and I'll just keep it wherever like in the foreground. So no need for that. I will create another level here, and I will take this level and put this level inside the opacity here. Okay, so once this is done, what I will do is that I will go back to that levels, and as it is very low, I will increase its white amount, so it will only affect this area. Okay, because it was too low, that's why it was not making any changes, because the white amount was too low. So I have increased the white amount of this level, so now only it will affect this area. So whatever I will do, it will be in this area. So just let's move them apart, and I will create another blend node here, and I will choose add. And let's play with opacity here so I can see the television behind. Okay, so speakers, this is the speaker, and these are like fairly simple, like just like thick lines. It's like horizontal lines, a thicker one on the top and thicker one on the bottom. Rest are same. So I will use a tile sampler here. the tile generator, sorry. This is the tile generator. I will use it here, and I will use it with transform. I will use the transform here, and tiling mode absolute, no tiling. If I will reduce the size, there should be no tiling. Now let's change the Y amount here. X amount 1, because I just need horizontal parts here, and the Y I will increase it a little bit here. And then what I will do is that I will just make it square and try to change. It's not changing, so I think I will keep it same brick. So what I'm going to do is that I will resize this so it can only I will resize it, and I will place it right over my like front panel. I'm just eyeballing it from the 3D view just to see if everything is going fine. Okay, and I will take the same opacity mask and put it in the opacity mask of this new blend, so it will only affect that area. Now you can see it's perfectly sitting in that area. It's not affecting any other area. So I can now resize the way I want it. Maybe I can make it bigger or smaller. Okay, so okay, and just adjusting. I'm just adjusting here, but will match. Okay, from the size as well. From the size, I think I'll keep it like I will not do a lot of changes, because from the size you can see it is almost like gradient. It's almost faded, so I don't want the faded part, so I will increase the size from the sides, from top and bottom. It's not an issue, but sides have to be a little bit increased so it won't show the faded area. Otherwise it will be going deep into like inwards instead of like sticking out. So let's increase the Y amount to match what we have. Okay, and this is what I'm getting here, and let's increase even more. I'll just type there, because you can type the value you want, so it can increase it. So I will type it even more, 200. So do something a little bit more. Can have this. Okay. Now what I will do here is that I will add levels. But I will play with the levels so I can get the gaps between these lines. I'll just play with the settings till I get the gaps, visible gaps. Okay, this looks fine. Okay, just the height, depth. I have to change the height of it because it's sticking out a lot. Okay, so cannot increase the width, otherwise it will become thinner. So I will change the blending mode to subtract, and then what I will do here is that I will go to the levels, reduce the white amount of it. It will just go outwards, just like this. And what I want right now is to add a inverse grayscale to it, and let's check if it is making any changes. I think it's better to keep the inverse after the level. So I will just add inverse grayscale after the levels, and I will do the opposite now. I will just push the black instead of pushing the white. Okay, this looks fine, but I have to increase the width of it because you can see that it have gaps from the sides. Just let's first fix this, and I will do some changes here on the top from in the levels. I will move around these parts. Okay, now I will increase the width, but when I increase the width, you can see that I'm getting these weird lines here. So what I will do is that instead of increasing the width, I will just push it. And as you know that we are using the opacity mask there, so it will only affect the opacity mask area. So now I will add a mirror grayscale here, and I will mirror it to the other side. So mirror grayscale. And I will play with the x-axis offset. Okay, see, let's turn the inverse. Is this working? No, the inverse isn't working. So let's do one thing. Make it false. Or I can turn on the tiling, horizontal tiling, just to see if we can work with the horizontal tiling here. No, I don't think that will affect. So no tiling. Let's see what else we can do. So instead of a mirror, I can add a blend node here. Okay. Take this, copy paste, and put this inside the foreground. Use add or max value. I will take that one. So blend node I have changed to max, and I will move this. This is better. Okay. So now this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so it's sitting properly where we want it. And you can also change the depth over here if you want it less deep or more deeper. You can control with the levels. So I will not have, I'll just keep it this much. So I want this thickness on the top and this thickness on the bottom. So I have to create a shape and then blend it. By the way, this mirror grayscale, I will remove it, or you can remove this one. It's like, you don't need that. So I will use new blend node, and I will choose blending mode add. So, and then I will create a shape. Okay, and I will reduce the size of it. I will put like transform 2D right now, and from transform 2D I will make it no tiling, and I will change the transform to size from the transform 2D so that I know where it should go. So this should be max. No, max is not working. I think subtract. Yeah, subtract is fine. I will take this transform 2D, scale it so it reaches that part. Somewhere here. Width also. And oops. Let's put it in the center and then scale it. Okay, now it's fine. I want the same on the bottom. So what I will do here is that I will just pull this apart and add a mirror grayscale here. And I want the mirror axis Y. So here it is on the bottom, so I have to change the offset. It can reach to the part which I'm where I want the thickness. So here where I want the thickness. Okay, so we are almost there. Oops. So let's do some changes here. So slight value. Okay, so 0.671. Let's try 0.6715. Okay, it looks better now. So we got the speakers. So now let's arrange all these. Let's add a let's do one thing. Let me okay. I'll add a blend node here in between these two nodes. What I'm going to do here is that I will change it to add so I can see everything what's going on. Later on I can change to whatever I want. And here I will take the same shape or just make a new shape. Add a transform 2D to it. Connect it to the blend foreground. Change the tiling to no tiling for the transform. Now I will decrease the size of it, and I want this to be in this area. So this part we are going to create right now. So I'll just adjust the size. And also it doesn't matter because we have opacity mask, so it doesn't matter if it is wider from the sides, but from the top you have to make sure that you're getting the actual size. So top and bottom you have to be more careful about. Size will be cropped out because we are using opacity mask. So this is where I need the panel. I will change the blending mode from add to subtract, and this is what I was looking for, but the gap is too thinner from the top. So what I will do, I will reduce the size or like height of this from the transform, and same I will do from the bottom. Okay, and size is fine. You can keep it as it is, but just for the safe side, I will keep it shorter so that if I'm working on any other part, it won't overlap, or it won't like, because sometimes it will confuse you if the size is wider. So try to keep it as same as possible in your guide. Okay, so we are almost there. So this is all created, this part, as you can see here. And this is what we have. And this is our panel here. And this is how it looks like in 2D as complete. So I will take output of it and I will add a blur or blend node to it. And I will take this opacity mask. Okay. And I will connect to the foreground of this blend node, which I just created. And what I will do here is that I will use subtract. Okay. Or no, not subtract. Let's put this in the opacity mask. Okay, so I will do here is I will put this in the opacity mask instead of putting it in the background. Sorry, in the foreground. So this is what I wanted right now. And I will make a levels output so I can create a mask out of this. So this will be, I'll play with this white. I have to create more white out of it. Now this will act as a opacity mask. So if you need it for some purpose, like for albedo or roughness or metallic, so you can use this levels, or for any other purpose. Usually this is a good idea to create opacity masks. What I will do here is that I will add a invert grayscale. Okay, something like this, we will get it. And now I will play with this things here. So this will be a perfect opacity mask. If you want to color it like, or if you want to use any other materials here. So I'll do a little bit settings here so I can get a nice looking opacity mask. Okay, so I'll add a command and I will write here opacity mask, front panel opacity, front control panel opacity mask. So these are all these opacity masks that I created previously, and here are for future use if I wanted to use it in future. So I'll just add a frame here and I will name it front control panel. So I hope you have learned something from this lesson, and thanks a lot for becoming a member of my premium membership plan. And thanks a lot again for joining this lesson. I'm really thankful to you all for supporting me, and I hope to receive your support continuously. I've noticed that many of you are watching my videos but not have subscribed to my channel yet. So please subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon so you can receive all the notifications that I'm about to create. And if you like my video, so please hit the like button, and if you have any queries or questions, then please leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them as soon as possible. And one request I have then, that is, I have noticed that some of the viewers do not watch my videos online and instead they download them. So please, if anyone is doing that and you find someone doing this, then please stop them, because this will never help me to get my hard work paid off and it will demotivate me. So I don't want to stop making tutorials for you all. Therefore, help me to get new subscribers. I will take off now, guys, and take care. Till we meet in the next class, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning on Z Interactive, your own training institute.